Hey everyone, welcome back to Money Vibes with Vi. Happy New Year. If you're new here, I'm Vi, and to start off 2026, I wanted to do a net worth video. My plan today is to go through what my net worth is as of January 2026 and to continue doing these updates on a quarterly basis just so we could all keep track. I am on the site here today and I have linked my net worth tracker down below. This is a personal one for me. I am working on a similar version that can be accessed by all, but I'm still tinkering with the design. So I've already done my snapshot here. You get a preview of my total numbers, but I'm going to do it again with you just so we could go through the numbers together. So I'm going to add my first snapshot here for January 2026, and we will jump right in to assets and liabilities. So first up, I just want to start off with cash and checking amounts. I think that's kind of the simplest to go through. So in terms of checking and cash amounts, I really just have two accounts, my Chase checking and my Ally checking. In my Chase checking, I have about $100. I'm jumping ahead here. In my Ally checking, I have $174.61. I don't use the Ally checking as much anymore, but that is something, that is there. I'll probably either deplete this or round this out in terms of making it a nice number, but I'm not currently using this. I was using it in the past to pay some bills, but currently not. Next up is my savings. I have a Chase savings account. This does not have a high interest rate at all. It is really used as simply a buffer account. I have an Ally savings account. This is a decent rate, but I also mainly use it to pay rent. Then I have my Capital One savings account and my Wealthfront, which is a high yield savings account. And it's one of my personal favorites. So let's dive into the numbers for my savings. In the Chase account, I have $2,500. Again, this is a buffer account. Any surprise purchases, anything that's not quite something I want to dip into my emergency fund for, this is where we end up. Now, in the Ally savings, I have $1,955.32. This is solely for rent. This fluctuates very much. So I'm still keeping it because that's just what the current balance is. However, just keep in mind that this does go up and down. As soon as rent is paid, this gets sucked right out. And then throughout the month, I'm putting in additional deposits to replenish that amount. Just for frame of reference, it can range anywhere from $2,500 all the way down to a couple $100 in a month. I am eventually hoping to get this to my entire rent saved in a year or at least 6 months, but for now it's this. Capital One savings, $50. Keeping it real numbers, whether they're high or low or not. I depleted this during my holiday spending, and I do hope to get this back up again, but for now it's $50. The Wealthfront high yield savings account is currently at $290.80. This is another account I've depleted this past year, in 2025. I moved and I used a majority of that money for that move. I'm hoping to build this back up again in 2026, but for now it's $290.80. I actually built this small balance up during the beginning of December with the savings challenge, which I fell off of, but I'm hoping to do some sort of challenge again to assist me in getting this balance to where it needs to be. Now let's dive into investments. I have an M1 brokerage account, a Vanguard, Roth, Transamerica, is where I have my 401k currently. I have an HSA, although it's not active with my current employer. It's from a past employer. I have a pension. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's either a pension or a 403b, but I have some sort of state retirement account. Let's go through these numbers. In my M1 brokerage, I have $486.73. Oh, and my disclaimer for this section is, the markets are going to vary. So I'm just putting in what everything is currently valued at, but do keep in mind that these numbers may vary depending on returns, how the market's doing. So quarter over quarter, month over month, day over day, these values are changing. But this is what they currently are. Okay. Roth IRA is currently valued at $92,816, and 21 cents. The 401k is currently valued at $30,505 and 56 cents. The HSA at $4,742 and 41 cents. And this account is at $3,745 and 8 cents. I do have some crypto. It's at $2,260 and 96 cents. This brings my total assets to $139,627 and 75 cents. Now let's head on over to our liabilities. Let's start with good old student loans. I'm not going to break this down in terms of the double A and all the different letterings. I've just decided to do the total quantity here. And the total amount owed in student loans is $26,047 and 43 cents. Next up is credit cards. I'm only listing off things that currently carry a balance. So my Capital One Quicksilver card is $4,552 and 88 cents owed. Next up is my Credit One card, which is $16.92 owed. Next up is my Best Buy card, $1,918.02. And my biggest credit card balance is my Discover card at $11,955.40. So far with student loans and my credit card, we're at $44,490.65. My last category in terms of liabilities is going to be personal loans. I have 2 Upstart loans. Now, my Upstart loans were to help me cover school costs. Whatever wasn't covered by my federal loans, I needed to borrow an additional amount just to pay off my college tuition. So that's why I had gotten the Upstart loans. The first one is at $4,191.41. The second one is at $6,988.67. And I have an Affirm loan at $719.21. One of those buy now, pay later situations, which, yeah, I know, not the best, but I'm being honest here, and, I do have that. So that brings my total liabilities as $56,389.94. So all in all, this puts my current net worth at $83,237.81. I am very excited for this year. If you enjoyed this video, if you have any questions about net worth, if you want to share whether or not you have a net worth goal, whether or not you currently track your net worth, just any conversations you want to have, let's have them below. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're interested in following along on my financial journey. Have a happy, healthy new year. I will see you next time. Bye.